All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be uncovering the $100,000 business hidden right inside of your social media profile. And this isn't some type of speculated might produce 100K in your business. These are the exact frameworks and strategies that I use to go from working a minimum wage job to having a multi six-figure brand online with a very small audience compared to others. Before we dive in, be sure to finger punch that little like button below. Get this video out to as many other aspiring online entrepreneurs or people who are looking to optimize their business. And if you gain value from this video at any point, go ahead and smash that subscribe button as well. I am uploading content very regularly. Again, I did take about a year break. So I'm a big advocate on leaning more into like a personal branding aspect, right? You see all these influencers, these big creators who have millions and millions of followers. And I know it might be a little further out and people are like, I could never do that. And I'm here to tell you that you don't necessarily need millions of followers to make a lot of money. I mean, if you look at my YouTube channel, you look at my groups, right? I don't have a massive audience, but we do really well. But what I've prioritized from very early on is leaning more into a personal branding aspect. And what I mean by that is like, obviously you got to pick some type of general niche or industry that you want to play in, but then you start creating a lot of content that's catered towards, you, lifestyle, your personality. You start injecting you into this content related to the things that you're actually selling online. Now, this will give you a lot of security over time as well, because if you end up, pivoting in your business, you end up changing things, you can kind of move and shift without doing a whole rebrand or doing a whole business restructure, because you've kind of leaned into building something very personable and you as a whole. That's the forefront of your business, right? You as the content creator. And I know the biggest thing a lot of people end up saying is like, I don't really know what to promote. I don't know what types of products to sell. And the reality is you could really go out there and pick any product as an affiliate to promote. There's a dime a dozen, right? They'll pay you just for referring customers to their business in just about any niche or any industry, which is why I'm always big on talking about prioritizing some type of passion, right? Realistically, you're going to end up building this over the coming years. You're going to be doing this long term. So you might as well pick something that you actually enjoy talking about, right? For me, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, sales, things like that, and things that I'm regularly creating content about is something that I actually enjoy doing. Fun fact, when I was working a full-time job, coming home and writing blog posts about entrepreneurship was a way for me to decompress. Meaning it's going to make it realistic for you to continue to do this for prolonged periods of time because you actually enjoy it. Right? And if you're going to go out of your way to build something outside the norm, then you might as well at least enjoy it, right? Go digital. And when it comes to like what products you're going to be selling online, whether they're your own or affiliate products, I usually encourage people to go with digital products, courses, coaching, consulting. And the reason for this is the margins are usually extremely high. Meaning if you're not a product creator yourself, you can go out there and partner with companies as an affiliate and make huge commissions on a product you didn't even create. I mean, even with our affiliate programs, right? We pay out 50% if an affiliate makes a sale. I mean, that's more than the cartel makes. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with physical products. It just usually requires a lot more volume, which if you're just looking to get started in the online world, getting consistent traffic and eyeballs and leads and stuff like that is extremely difficult to do. So leaning more into like higher ticket digital products will allow you to turn a small number of people into a full-time income online and take it to six figures and beyond. So the ever asked question, like, how are you actually going to be making money, right? Product sales, not in a sleazy way or like you got to twist people's arms to buy your things or buy your products or anything like that. But what's going to happen over time is as you're posting content, you're going to start building an audience interested in you, interested in the subjects you're talking about, interested into like products you're talking about. And naturally, if you're doing this correctly, they're going to be inclined to want to buy from you. Right? A good example of this is like if somebody's regularly creating content about fitness or them losing weight or their fitness journey, right? Like the 90 days they went from fat to fit, right? From the consumer's perspective or the person who came along that entire journey with them through their content, they're going to be inclined to buy similar products. right? And you could do this in virtually any space, any industry, any niche. That's why I recommended picking and prioritizing something that you're passionate about. So we've been talking about content, right? And I know that might be a intimidating thing to think about for some, right? So this is going to get even a little bit worse for a second. I usually recommend doing 2 different buckets of content, right? If you look at my business, I do a lot of short form videos, a lot of short form content, but I don't actually sell a lot of my products from my short form videos. I use my short form videos to grow my Facebook group, where I then create long form content where I talk about my journey, I talk about things I'm doing in my business, talk about strategies I'm using, behind the scenes stuff that I'm actually implementing in my business. So what this does a really well job at is it allows me to capture the attention of a lot of people with the short form video, but then it allows me to build deep connections with people with my long form content, which also drastically shrinks the sales process. Meaning the time from somebody coming into my Facebook group to the point of them actually buying or purchasing a product from us can become relatively short, because I'm putting a big emphasis on my content inside of my community. This is also how we've been able to eliminate sales calls and outreach and anything like that in our business. Now let's set the tone a bit, right? This is the exact strategy that I've used to replace my full-time job, right? I've been full-time online for a few years now, and these are the exact frameworks and style and strategy I'm using to build a multi-6-figure business, right? We've done about $400,000 this year alone with free content creation. The bulk of it being from short form video and Facebook groups. But the biggest thing I will say is if you are looking to dive into the online world or you're looking to have a ton of success, start looking at it in a longer term perspective. There is without a doubt, like the opportunity is there for a regular person, right? I used to work a minimum wage job to build a $100,000 a year business of their own online. But the reality is a lot of people end up burning out or quitting because they think it's going to happen extremely quickly. And then they stop because it didn't work. And those are the exact things that kept me stuck for my first few years. I literally chased my tail, spun in circles, watching YouTube videos about quick PayPal money, trying all these different tactics and strategies to try to make quick cash, and they never fucking worked. Now, if you'd like to be updated almost daily on what I'm actually doing in my business and how you can start leveraging similar strategies so you can actually start creating your own income online through the content you're creating or the content you want to create, go ahead and hit the button below, jump into my Facebook group, and I'd love to have a chat.